All right, guys, so tools, large tool purchases. Oh, let's get into it. Guys, so we're in my trailer. Spoiler alert. Obviously, the best thing about it, one of the best things about having a trailer is when it's raining out, everything stays dry. So it's raining out right now. So 20% chance of rain means 100% chance here in Michigan. So, anyways. Trailer wise, this thing cost me about $7 grand, and does it pay for itself, instantly? No, absolutely not. I bit the bullet, just straight up paid cash for it just because it was a special. I think it was like $10,000 trailer in there as like a year old or something like that on the lot. But how I made this, you basically commitment to yourself. You want to do this kind of work or whatever work requires an enclosed trailer. So bite the bullet, and again, has this trailer paid for itself? Yes, absolutely. I think I have about $20,000 invested in this trailer, including the upfit, the solar, the battery bank, everything in here, including the cost of the trailer, not including running costs to his tires. I spent probably, $700 a year in tires probably. So that's just, towing around and everything. So anyways, the trailer wise, how I justified it is I needed someplace to put all my tools for doing work. This was going to be my career and not only my hobby, my career, my business, everything like that. And you need to protect stuff, keep stuff dry, all that good jazz. So what are we going to do? We're going to have an enclosed trailer. I would highly recommend getting yourself an enclosed van, trailer, enclosed truck, because you want to keep stuff dry. Just keep it dry, because not much kills electric tools more than water. So keep them dry, and you know what to do with it as far as the trailer and upfit and everything. Plus a trailer, I knew I have ladders, getting up on stuff. I'm into the home service handyman business and contractor business now, so I needed something bigger and to keep everything organized, because efficiency really is a moneymaker. Absolutely is. So if you didn't know that. So now, as far as smaller tools and stuff like that, how I justify them is if I have a job that needs it, or I can justify the efficiency that's going to save me over a couple jobs, then I'll usually get it and use a deposit from a job to actually buy it. So if I have a job that's say $5,000 and there's a tool that needs it's a $500 tool that, say, like this Milwaukee M18 table saw, then I'll collect a deposit depending on the job. Sometimes it's 25%, sometimes it's half down, sometimes it's a third down, and I'll use part of that deposit to buy the tool that I need. That way I have the tool that I need, and then once installments go in, or the job is finished, then okay, I have a less profit than I would if I didn't buy the tool, but at the same time I have the tool now, it's paid for, and the next job I have the tool, I can still charge the same rate, and the tool's paid for. So that's how I basically do the smaller 500 and less tool purchases, stuff like that. Anything above $500, I'll either, not save up for it, but I'll work the price into the job. So say if a job require, if I have my, entire amount of the job, say is $8,000, I'll put like $8,500 or $9,000, and then the extra money is going to be basically paying for the tool. That's how it works. And then I'll use a deposit to pay for the tool, and eventually I'll get my profit in, and then we're still making profit, and that we're getting tools, we're accumulating tools, stuff like that. That's how I do it. Now what you're going to see here in a little bit, larger tool purchases. So I can't do that with like a $7,000 tool trailer or a $11,000 dump trailer. So those are, you just have to bite the bullet and just either finance or just take a, you're gonna be in the negative until the efficiency pays for itself. So and obviously smaller tools like let's say impacts like this, just buy them. They're $100, $150. If you're a contractor or handyman, you don't have an impact and a hammer drill, then what are you doing with yourself, right? So, and then the outfit, all that kind of stuff, all the other bigger tools, stuff like that, buy them as you need them, work it into the estimate, and basically pay it off when you're doing the job. That's how it works, and that's how I basically do it. Just work that money. If you have to take less profit for a job because you need to acquire a tool, it is what it is. Renting tools, I rent tools like, say, ladders. If I have one-off jobs where it requires like a 15-foot A-frame ladder, I'll rent it. I used to, and now I actually own it because I have so many of those. And then you obviously work that money into the estimate, the bid, the customer pays for it, all that kind of stuff, because the customer is not going to go to Home Depot, rent a truck, rent the ladder, and then go do the job and then come back. I mean, it's just, just charge an extra $100. That way you have it. or if you're, you're always making money off the rental itself, because that's what you need to do to be in business, right? So that's how I deal it. Now rental, like say, we're looking down the line, like far down the line, skid steer, stuff like that. I'll rent it until I absolutely can justify if I have multiple jobs lined up where I can justify purchasing one, then I will. But till then, we'll just rent one and I can transport it, and we can work that way. So bigger purchases, like, skid steers are tens, you can probably find them for over $100,000, but at least $50,000 with any kind of lower hours for sure. So stuff like that. That's how I justify it. I'll rent it if it's a one-off, like a concrete saw, gas powered, stuff like that. I just rented it. I didn't really, it's $125. But now you'll see here in a second, I have one now. So not a gas powered one, but I have one because I needed it. And I had jobs to justify it, and we'll go into that. So let's go into that. All right, guys. So we have here a couple expensive tools, and we're going to start right off the bat. You can see the Polk Total Station. And yes, it's an expensive tool. For one, well, for the main reason is how much time it takes me to build it. It takes me probably at least a solid 8 to 9 hours to build this, which is a full day. And if you're like me, your an entire day is very valuable. Between $700 to $1,000 depending on the day's profit. So, and then materials, and then planning and everything like that. So this is definitely one of the more expensive tools that I have, and one of the most valuable tools I have because of what I use it for. I have my 12-inch Makita dual bevel compound miter saw, 36 volt, attached to my obviously 36 volt vacuum right down there, and you can see if it's still. So it's got the AWS, so it automatically vacuums. It doesn't collect everything. You can see a little bit back here. That's actually not all from here because I didn't have it connected. But yeah, like right here you can see. But built it custom for my setup here, and it's been fantastic. Like, if you're like me, you value your time. So if you have it, just buy the sheets of plywood. Go to Ron Polk's website or look him up on YouTube to find it. He absolutely has it dialed in as far as what to build, and you can customize it to your setup and everything like that. It's just ridiculous how I like it. Now, am I interior trim carpenter and I do it all the time? No, I don't. But for what I do, it's fantastic. I can just set it up, no big deal. Run everything off of it as far as vacuum, miter saw, and the wings. The wings I cut, so an 8-inch, I can cut the end of an 8-inch or 8-foot whatever, and it's still supported. So it works fantastic. Go ahead and build it yourself. And it probably cost me, with materials and everything, about $1,000 because of the day of labor that I had to do this. And if you're smart, just take the weekend, get the plans from Ron Polk's website and just build it. Get your, and then you can just cut it and do what you need to. And I mean, it's been a fantastic big tool. And that's one way of doing it, is taking the time, using your own labor to do the tool. That's what this one's all about. Now, as far as like say my 12-inch dual bevel Makita 36 volt, the thing is like $700-800. It's probably more if you get the kit with it. And I needed it because I wanted the AWS system with the vacuum. Vacuum itself is around $600-700. So you got yourself at least a $1,400 setup right there, plus the Polk miter station. So go ahead and do the math yourself as far as what you have invested in it. But keeping the dust out, it's something that, it's, if you're cutting, you're using a miter saw on a job site or wherever, it's almost a necessity. And it just pays for itself over and over. I put the T-tracks in so I can put stops in later on down the road. So, and how I basically use profit from a job, and when I close it out and I just instead of putting it in my checking account or, paying myself, I went and bought it. That's how I paid for it. It's the same thing with the Makita vacuum. Now I do, you buy tools like this, buy them when you get things for free. So I bought this at, it's actually Performance Line Tool Center, local to me in Waterford, or I believe Waterford. And I bought it, and you get free, you get two 5-amp hour batteries for free. Same thing. I usually buy the big tool purchases unless I absolutely need it that exact time. I try to plan ahead. I'll buy them when I get free batteries or free something else. And we're going to go into that right here, but buy them when you get things for free. So and then don't forget the saw blades, all that kind of stuff. But that's how I get it. That's how I accumulate batteries and everything like that. We'll go on to the next one. Will be my 36 volt track saw. I believe this is about $500, $550 or so, with a 54-inch track, something like that. Not extremely expensive, but at the same time, I bought it when you got the entire kit plus the 2 additional batteries, and then I also spent the $200 and some for the 118-inch track, so it pushed it up, I believe, around $700 and $800, somewhere around that for the entire kit. But it's absolutely, again, I have profit, so I it's like, instead of paying myself, I just go and buy a tool because I needed it, and this is absolutely one of the best tools I own. It's one of the more valuable. I use it to build this Pollock station. I use it to build my trailer out. I mean, it's extremely valuable, and until you actually have one, you don't know what you're missing, for sure. And now, can you get things done without it? Absolutely, but it does make your life a lot easier. Oh, extremely easier. So those tools, you guys can do the math on what that is. Now, also a recent purchase. Here's Milwaukee's MX Fuel 14-inch cutoff saw. You can see I've been using it. I got a video coming out about the review, but I'm not done reviewing it yet. This tool with the 2 batteries, with the 2 XC406, I believe, batteries, these babies right here, and a charger is $2,500 plus tax. So you're looking at $2,600 in my area. Actually more than that a little bit. So for 2 batteries, that kit, and the charger. Now you can see I have 4 batteries here, and I do have 2 chargers. The reason why I bought this is not only did I need it, but I also I needed it, absolutely. But it came, Milwaukee was running a special that she bought the kit with 2 batteries, this and a charger for $2,600 with tax, and then I got 2 batteries and another charger. That kit, I forget what it was called. I'll put a link in the description if there is one. I got it for free, so it's like $1,200, $1,300 kit, because each of these batteries is $200 or $600 each. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and then a charger, I got it for free. So I got 4 batteries, 2 chargers. And you absolutely need it with this saw. Just, spoiler, it eats up batteries. But that's how I bought it. And then also I had 2 jobs, 1 deck job and another interior basement. I had to cut out some electrical outlets that required it. I charged 1 job like $980, and the other job I charged, I think it was like $1,500 additional, because I had to cut out they have a concrete patio that I have to cut out for posts for their deck. And I just charged, up the price. Then I used the deposits and then the price to buy this. So that's how I afford the tools. Can you rent them? Absolutely. Although the 1 basement job, I cannot rent a battery powered saw. There are cheaper options for sure out there. In my area, I can only rent gas powered saws, and I can't use that inside a basement, inside a house. So for obvious reasons, carbon monoxide, death, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's how I did that. Now, also, you got this back here. I just got this today. This is 2820-21 Milwaukee's switch tank. I got it obviously with the hose. It goes straight into here, and it has it's a kit. It comes with 1 3-amp-hour battery and a charger. So look for that battery and a charger, brand new. Looking for it in the next giveaway, because I don't need the battery or the charger. I just need the tool itself, but they didn't have it. So you guys win, I win, we all get it. So I don't have to hook up a hose all the time from a customer supplier, or if it's just too far away, I can literally just hook, put water in here, slap a battery in there, hook it up to here, and we're good to go. We can be OSHA compliant, and I don't have to breathe in a bunch of silica dust, all that kind of stuff. So that's why I got it. I haven't even tested it. I haven't even opened the box yet, but the reason why I got this right now, do I need it? Absolutely right now, no, but they're running a special. If you spent, $500, you got basically like $100 or 10% or 15, 20% off, and a free t-shirt. So I think this kit runs around like $400, $430, and then I got another small tool with it, and then a t-shirt, and they basically just charged me, they gave me $100 and some off, just charged me for this, plus a little bit of sales tax too. So that's what I mean. You save $100 off of it, and that's and I get a tool. So that's how I do large tool purchases. If I'll buy, unless I absolutely need them, you guys, just wait until there's a special. Go online. There's a bunch of places to buy tools, and then you can get stuff for free and get you can just get your tool inventory will just grow even more. So that's how I do it as far as buying tools, is try to get it as a special and try to finance it and put it into my customers' estimates and approve bids and deposits as much as possible. That way I'm not coming out of pocket as least as possible. So That's basically it as far as, like, again, I have larger tools. I have a power washer, stuff like that. You can always just swipe a credit card and put it on there, but you try to have a plan to pay the tool off, have the plan to have the tool pay itself off with work you already have scheduled. That's basically the gist of it. So I think that's about it, guys. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. And again, obviously, we're going to have a 3 amp hour battery and a charger giveaway for 9,000 subscribers. So look for that. We still have at least, 700, 800 subscribers to go before that happens if you're watching this video relatively soon. And we'll see you then.